So if you're selling digital products, online courses, or any kind of coaching packages, then you might be wondering how you should take payments online. And two of the platforms that I get asked a lot about are WooCommerce and ThriveCart. So first up, what are they? So ThriveCart is a fully hosted checkout platform. It's designed to maximize conversions, and it has built-in upsells, downsells, and sales funnels. And it does come with an investment. So it's $495 for lifetime access to their standard version. I'll get onto the pricing more in a moment. WooCommerce, on the other hand, is a WordPress plugin. It's free and it turns your site into a full online store. So let me just show you a quick comparison chart so that you can go ahead and have a look at some of the really basic considerations. So for ease of use, ThriveCart is super simple because it's fully hosted. You literally just set up an account and you are ready to go. With WooCommerce, you need a WordPress website, and then you do need to go ahead and get it all set up. And often you'll need plugins for some of the extra features. With hosting, so where it actually lives online, so ThriveCart is fully hosted, so that's all done for you. With WooCommerce, you host it yourself on your WordPress website. In terms of funnels and upsells, these are already built in ThriveCart. It's one of the things that it's great at. That's what it's meant to do. WooCommerce, you need extra plugins in order to add kind of full funnel functionality for upsells and downsells. In terms of the maintenance, ThriveCarts is all done by their support team, so you don't need to maintain it. It's really minimal of what we have to do in terms of interacting with any kind of maintenance on the platform. WooCommerce, you need to be responsible for your updates. So they will really regularly pump out updates. Some of those will be functionality enhancements. Some of them will be security lockdowns, but you need to make sure that you are keeping it up to date. And in terms of pricing, ThriveCart has a one-time fee for their standard version. You can upgrade to Pro, which is a $295 a month. $295 a year for their annual subscription. So you purchase the standard version of ThriveCart and it's $495, and you can get started with that and use that. It has really, really great features included in it. I'll talk more about what the Pro stuff does in a moment, but you can absolutely get running with that lifetime license. WooCommerce, it's free for the core features of it. And then a lot of the upgrades or a lot of the more enhanced features are going to need additional plugins, and they might have costs associated with them because a lot of them are premium plugins. So let me come back to some of the things that I think that you are really going to want to know about, which the thing is, if you're selling digital products, ThriveCart is an absolute game changer. For me, when I first started using ThriveCart, it was, I saw a 300% uplift in my revenue just by selling some recordings of workshops that I had run that were just gathering digital dust. Let me just remove this for you so that you can actually, so we come back to this. What I might do is let's just put it over there so you can still see it if you're wanting to. And when we're looking at that against WooCommerce, WooCommerce is incredibly flexible. So it's perfect if you want to build an online store, if you need to sell physical products, or if you want to customize every detail and have lots of variations of different products. But you will need hosting, you will need a really solid theme, and you'll likely need to include extra plugins in order to get all the functionality that you need from it. So in terms of which one might be right for you, I would use ThriveCart if you're wanting to sell courses, digital downloads, or coaching. If you want to use upsells and funnels, if you want to avoid monthly fees, and if you want to keep things really simple and straightforward and not have to manage all the maintenance yourself. For WooCommerce, use that if you want a full storefront, if you sell lots of different products and you're needing people to have the ability to put lots of different products into a basket at any one time. If you want full control over the design, and if you don't mind being responsible for the maintenance and the updates of it. So if you are thinking about, okay, well, I'm still really not sure, should I go with ThriveCart or should I go with WooCommerce? Both of them are powerful, but they serve different goals. So you need to pick the one that matches your business, the stage of your business, your tech comfort level, because I would say that ThriveCart is far more straightforward, especially if you're a beginner or slightly a little bit hesitant around tech. And you just need to make sure that you really understand the limitations and the strengths of both of them. So really the limitations with ThriveCart are that they are mainly for one-off purchases. So if people are wanting to buy something once, like a coaching package or an online course, they're not needing to add lots of different things to the cart. Now you can add order bumps. So if you have things that are naturally complementary, so let's say I was selling an Instagram course and I had a whole load of story and reels templates, I could sell the Instagram course, and then as an optional add-on, I could have that template bundle that was available, and they could check out all of that in one transaction. With WooCommerce, if you are wanting to sell T-shirts and someone might want to buy a pink one and an orange one and a green one, and they might want to buy one for their brother in a totally different size, then WooCommerce is going to be the option that you need, because ThriveCart can't do that. So I had some very specific questions that were added in. So let me grab some of those. So someone sent me these questions. It was actually added into my WordPress Happy community. So I'm going to address these in terms of what makes ThriveCart a better option than WooCommerce for selling products. So ThriveCart is specifically built for high converting checkouts and digital product sales. It outshines WooCommerce in terms of ease of use, built-in sales funnel features like upsells and bumps, and conversion-focused checkout pages. WooCommerce is far more flexible if you need a full online store, but it does require plugins, setup, and maintenance. So as long as you're aware of that, it just depends what you're selling. So you need to be really aware of what it is that you need either of these solutions to do, because they have very different strengths. So the next question is, should I use ThriveCart with my WooCommerce store, or is it best to migrate fully? So if you're selling a small number of digital products, courses, or services, then I would just migrate it all over to ThriveCart to streamline your operations. But if you run a full e-commerce store with lots of physical products, then you can use both, or you could just stick with WooCommerce, because you can deliver digital products through WooCommerce as well. So ThriveCart is what I would use for high ticket items or funnels, and WooCommerce for kind of catalog style shopping. The next question. So does ThriveCart support variable products, product bundles, and multiple currencies? Okay, so variable products, and what I'm thinking of here is that you might be considering things like small, medium, or large, or different colored variations of products. You can support those to an extent through product options and price tiering, but not in the same way as WooCommerce would handle them. Bundles, you can definitely create bundles using product settings or creating custom upsells or downsells with custom logic. So you can do that. Multiple currencies, yes, but it's limited. So you can set up a product in any major currency, but you can't show multiple currencies at once based on user location, for example, like a true multi-currency store would be able to. So what I do, the way I handle that is, because I'm based in the UK, most of my checkout pages are in GB pounds, so pound sterling. And then, so if someone has if I have a button on my website to take them to the checkout page, which is on ThriveCart, I might also have something underneath that say, would you prefer to pay in euros? Would you prefer to pay in dollars? And that takes them to a separate checkout page on ThriveCart, which is specifically set up for that currency. So that's the way that I handle it. So I've never found that it's been a real limitation by not being able to have multiple currencies within one checkout platform. So is there a lifetime deal for ThriveCart? What's included? Are there any additional costs? So yes, ThriveCart has a one-time lifetime payment option on their standard plan, which is $495. Pro Plus is a new upgrade, and it has an annual subscription of $295. So that's yearly. You would pay that subscription. You can get away with the standard version and standard license for ThriveCart for most of the things that you would need in order to be selling your digital courses, memberships, products. But if you're needing extra functionality, some of the things that are included in Pro Plus are the affiliate management platform, which is great if you're needing other people to be able to promote your products and then get some kind of commission on that basis. The Pro Plus version also handles tax for you and now has included or excluded tax. So for us in the UK, we have to add on 20% VAT onto our product if we are VAT registered. We can now get ThriveCart to handle that by including that within the price rather than adding it on at the checkout. You can do multiple order bumps with the Pro version, cryptocurrency selling, as in people can purchase your products with cryptocurrency. It has advanced reporting. So there's lots of features, advanced features on the Pro Plus, but those are the main ones, is your tax handling, your affiliate management. They also have JV contracts that you can set up. So if you're going into partnership with somebody, let's say you're doing a joint event and you're going to split the sales, the revenue from the ticket sales, then you can just set that up as a product and have that JV contract set out so that the money and the revenue from that is split. That's on the Pro version as well. So there aren't any monthly fees if you're on the standard version. There's an annual fee if you are on the Pro version of ThriveCart. And any optional extras might include the upgrade to Learn Plus, which is their course platform, but you don't need that. So Learn, which is their learning management system and delivers your course materials and your membership content, is all included within your standard version of Learn. If you want extra functionality, then you can upgrade to Learn Plus. And yes, that is a lifetime license upgrade. The fifth question, and this is the penultimate one, so there's only one other question after this, is how does ThriveCart integrate with my existing tools like ActiveCampaign and WordPress? So ActiveCampaign has native integrations for tagging, automation, so that makes email follow-ups really straightforward. I absolutely love the behavior option within ThriveCart that enables us to seamlessly connect everything up and trigger automations in ActiveCampaign or MailerLite or most of the other ConvertKit, for example, most of the main email marketing platforms. In terms of WordPress, you can integrate that via webhooks or custom redirect, or you can also, you just embed a checkout link on a button. That's the way that I do it. I have a sales page on my WordPress website, on my sales page, and the button then links directly to the ThriveCart checkout page. And then finally, how easy is it to set up one-click upsells? Really straightforward with ThriveCart. So ThriveCart really was built with this in mind. So you can add one-click upsells, one-click downsells in the product funnel builder. You can drag and drop them to reorder them. You can control the visibility of those based on customer behavior as they're going through the checkout. And you don't need any extra plugins or coding required. It's one of ThriveCart's really big strengths. So if you were doing that on WooCommerce, you would definitely need additional plugins. So hopefully that's given you an insight into what you can do with ThriveCart and what you can do with WooCommerce and which might work best for you and whether you actually want to go ahead and have a combination of the two of them. WooCommerce can handle a lot of the digital course sales and that kind of thing that ThriveCart can do, but it doesn't handle the funnel, the upsells, the downsells, and the bumps as easily. And it's more cumbersome. And I would definitely say that you need to be a little bit more advanced on the tech side of things in order to make it all work for you. Hopefully that was useful. Do just drop a like below if you found this useful, and do subscribe to my channel for more information and more tips about websites, online marketing, and tech platforms.